Spit in that bitch. Okay. Hopefully this is recording. You can never tell on these videos when it's actually starting recording. So anyway, hello, welcome to the Preacher Plays. And today the preacher, that is me, is playing Cold Iron, a game by Catch and Release. That was handy. Catch and Release is a two-man development studio, and I believe the brothers. And this game is a little bit of a puzzle shooters, the way that they describe it. In the interests of full disclosure, I got a review key for the game. So I've been playing it for about a week. They gave me it a week in advance, which is really good. Very organized developers. And I've completed the game. You can see all my wonderful trophies here. Some silver, some gold. I'll explain more about what this is later. And yeah, so I'll jump into the game and I'll start telling you what it's about. I'll put it on easy mode. Well, not easy mode, but I'll put it on the easy level just so I can talk and concentrate. So here we go. You only need one move controller for the game. It only requires one move controller, and essentially the game is based on ye old school Western quick draw events.
There
so you gotta.
he was.
I'll let this guy
Remember
talk.
what you practiced: holster, bell, tombstone.
The narrator's actually really good. I think he's an Australian guy, about 21 years old. But he's got that. Oh, I missed. He's got that grizzled old Western kind of voice. This guy draws like super slow, so you've got like an hour to hit him. Thoughts on the game as I try and do a quick draw. Oh, that wasn't too bad.
I'll be damned.
I had a lot of fun with the game. I've actually really enjoyed playing it. The puzzles aren't that difficult. I'll try and show you some of the later stuff. I'll not spoil it, but I'll show you a couple of things. I gotta get that quick drawing.
Blink and you miss
The
it.
graphics are very simple, but this is a good example of if anybody caught my rant from my video the other day. The expectation versus price argument. You know, this. Come on, sure I shot you there.
Close one.
Expectation versus price, as this is made by like two guys. You know, so I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and
Rose from
you know,
gun.
the artwork's fine, it's okay, it's not that high resolution, there's a lot of aliasing, you know, which actually makes it quite difficult. Gameplay wise, I'm sure I got him
One
there.
down, two to go.
It makes it quite difficult gameplay wise on one of the levels, which I'll show you. So it could do with less aliasing, but I have been told by the developer that they have a patch for high resolution, like to include super sampling, so that should improve the overall resolution and look of the game and get rid of some of the aliasing.
Your palms were sweating.
But it's not
but
that
the gun in
bad.
your
I mean,
hand
I've played
is
the entire
ice
game like
cold.
this. He was hoping to have the patch by release day, but unfortunately Sony's certification process has kind of held it up, as it always is. I like to do it the old school way. Oh, that's not a bad time. That's score of 0-0-0 is my sister. My sister managed to get a... She managed to draw on him exactly as the bell went and got a 0-0-0 draw, which is like... That's got to be like a world record. It would help if I actually hit him.
Can you do it again?
Oh, that was slow as hell. And she managed to get that score twice, which I can't believe. But basically, when I get this next point, I'll show you on the scoreboard.
Fast.
Basically, it's a best of 9 competition. So you've got to win 5 rounds, or the bad guy's got to win 5 rounds, and then it's over. So you can only lose 4 times and still be in it. It's because it's best of 9. It's a bit like a penalty shootout for football.
Good for you.
Oh, 0.28, that's not bad. So yeah, basically, whenever the gun glows like this, it means that you're on the last
Felt nothing.
life, like before the next round. So if I win this, we'll go to the next round, which will be a boss fight. So every
2 for 2. Nothing could stop you now.
every world, basically, you have 5 rounds, then you move on to the next guy, then you do another 5 rounds, and then you move on to a boss fight. And then after the boss fight, you get a bonus round. And the bonus round I actually really enjoy because you got to shoot all these melons, and it's a lot of fun. But these shootouts are actually really tense, and you're not seeing any puzzle elements so much at the moment because that comes kind of later. This first level is obviously to try and just get you into the game. You often get these little clues, like a gambler who goes all in on big
was the
bluffs.
ringleader.
So
You
you know,
took it
it's not too
slowly.
subtle of a clue.
One duel, one
But
round, one bullet at a time.
he tries to bluff you with a whistle. He tries to whistle and try and bluff you out to get you to draw, which does actually get you sometimes. Oh, I missed.
You'll be okay.
Oh, he missed. See that X? That's where I shot. Obviously, that's one issue that I do have with the gun's great. The tracking on the gun and everything's fantastic. It is actually really good. But because you've got a quick draw, when you flick quickly, the gyros in your move controller must yeah, I know. I'm getting to that. The gyros in the move controller must spaz out for a quick second. So if you flick and shoot, you end up with that kind of action. So even though in real life my hands, as I flick, is still pointing at him, there's a quick spaz on the gun. That's the best way I can put it. The gun kind of spazzes out a bit, and like if you draw quickly, it spazzes out. So if you just happen to shoot as you're spazzing the gun out up there, you'll end up firing a shot up here somewhere. So that's the only drawback, is if you draw too quickly and too wildly, the gun will kind of flick is the best way I can put it, or spaz out. God, that was slow. Yeah, so there is a story to the game. I skipped the intro and the prologue just so I could get you into the action here. But your gun. Oh, you son of a bitch! He got me. He tricked me.
You get through this.
Your gun is possessed by an evil spirit, and it kind of takes you hopping across different, I don't know whether it's time periods or dimensions. So you went. Oh, I missed again. Ah, look what. See, that's what I mean. Spaz out if you flick it like that too quick. Damn it. So the story's kind of it kind of tries to explain how you end up in all these different situations, because you end up in like a magical forest. You end up fighting like a tank in the future and a robot ninja dude. And then I'll not spoil the ending or anything like that. But it's obviously to try and justify all these different puzzle elements that they want to throw at you, and it actually kind of works. The flick.
At least you live to tell the
The
tale.
narration from this guy that's talking is actually, it's narrated really well. The voice actor does a really good job, and it keeps you interested to find out where the story's going to go. And I have to admit, I was very intrigued, and I did enjoy it. Gotcha. Got you that time.
It's like your old
Get
man.
down. Oh crap, if I lost that. So this is it, I need to win 2 more. Come on. Don't trick me. Wait for the bell. Always gotta wait for the bell. Oh, I missed again, balls. Anyway, I'll go back and I'll show you the
Down
bonus
for the
round, and then I'll show you one of the other levels. Let's quit back to the title. Sorry about that. I usually do better, but I'm too busy talking. That's what it is. Yeah, so overall, I've been really enjoying this game. When I got the review code, I had that unlocks, by the way, when you complete the game, so you can replay the bonus levels. But when I got the review code, I didn't know how much the game was. So today is the first time I learned how much they were going to charge for this game. And they've got £15, English pounds 99, for the game, and I personally think that's a little steep. It's probably, for me, I would probably price it at either $9.99 or $12.99. Would probably be the most, because I did complete it in about just under 2 hours. Not saying that I didn't have fun with the game, because I did. I've had a lot of fun, and we actually had a party like at the weekend. I had my dad round, I had my brother-in-law and my sister, and we were all sort of trying to outdraw each other so you could get the fastest times. That's obviously when I was on about my sister managed to get the in my opinion, the world record score of 000. This is great. This actually reminds me of like a round from Point Blank or something like that. Because I used to. Everyone remember Point Blank? I used to love Point Blank, and I'd actually like to see. Oh shit! I broke my combo. If you don't miss, your combo goes up. So I'm trying not to miss, but I'm not perfect, and I do like to try and shoot them fast because I think it looks cooler. Yeah, I used to love Point Blank. It was one of my favorite games on the PlayStation. PlayStation 1, yeah, with the G-Con or the Deg-Con gun, I think it was called. Oh, bollocks! I missed them. That's frustrating. I have actually managed to get one of the trophies. Is you've got to get all 75 green melons and 5 gold melons. I have managed it because that's how you get your trophies, but I cocked it up there. This is going to take me to a different world where you end up doing more of the bonus round. So I'll maybe do one more bonus round and then I'll show you one of the other puzzles. But yeah, back to the value, price versus expectation that we talked about. I expected it to be, $9.99, $12.99. For what you get, for how long the game is, there's only like 3-4 worlds. Balls. Concentrate too much on trying to shoot these now. Come on. That was terrible. Oh wow, I've lost my aim. Yeah, for 2 guys making the game, for the type of artwork that you can see, £12 would have made it much sweeter. So it's not overpriced by much in my opinion, maybe a few pounds, but that's about it. Perhaps pick it up on a sale. Although I was reading an Ask Me Anything on Reddit today, and the developer did say that they're looking at supporting the game in the future. So maybe they've got free DLC. They said they wouldn't pay for DLC because they don't like the whole paid DLC thing that the games industry has got going on at the minute. Oh, come on. I'm doing it one-handed now. I was doing it two-handed before to keep it steady. Yeah, so who knows, maybe they'll come up with more puzzles or more worlds for you to play in than what there is, because there's currently 4. There's a forest zone, a future zone. There's the original Western Town, which is like the easy one. And then I'm not going to tell you about the last 2. Just so that it's not spoiling it, because it's the end. But it gets really hard. The game gets really hard. You need to get your draw time down to about 0.3 of a second if you've got any chance of beating the last couple of bosses. And you have to keep your eyes peeled. Okay, let's stop the melons and I'll show you I'll show you this, but in the actual game where you have to draw against people. Excuse me. So yeah, the game is good, but maybe wait for a sale, or if you want to support the developers now to help fund them for the future DLC, you could maybe look at it that way, because they are planning on doing it for free apparently. Come on, I hit that. Yeah, overall enjoying this game, and I'd like to see more of it. I'd like to see a bit more variety. Like this level's quite.
But she saw you coming from a mile away.
Stop talking.
Sign of things to
I should have turned the narration off. This is quite an interesting one because she disappears and you have to work out where she is as fast as you can before she hits her with a sniper rifle. And this is where I had the problem with the aliasing. So when they get the patch to super sample, this will make it a lot better, because I don't know if you can see on the video, but oh come on! It's a little bit hard to see her at times because of everything's shimmering, so there's kind of like movement all the time, and that's what you're trying to pick out, is movement of where she's going, and that's what makes it a bit difficult. There she is.
Nice
so
job.
once this gets super sampled and sharpened up, she'll become easier to see. So that's a little niggle that will get fixed very shortly. Where's she gone? Oh, there she is. See, quite difficult to see.
Not bad.
So this is the type of inventiveness that I like. The boss on this is actually really quite cool as well. I don't know if I'll get to the boss because the next guy after her is quite difficult. Where's she gone? The boss fires like a whole bunch of like robotic balls at you, and they each have a number on them, and then the numbers disappear, and you have to remember which order to shoot them in, and you've only got like a second or two to hit them. And I love little puzzly things like that, and I would like to see them go more down that route, and add more stuff like that. Because it's not a puzzle in the sense of like I'm trying to figure my way out of this. It's more like quick memory tests or quick eye movement like this one, where you've got to try and find out where she is very quickly before she shoots you. Or the next guy, this robotic ninja dude, your screen goes black and you only get to see his head, and then for the very last bit you have to use your ears because it's completely black and you have to guess where he is based on the sound. And stuff like that is what I think is really good, and I'd like to see them push that a little bit more in the future for all DLC. I usually fail on this guy because he's quite hard. Damn it, where did I miss?
Better you than me.
Yeah, so did you see his head? His head goes like red when it all goes black. Let's see if I can get him this time. Got him. And then he'll sort of bounce around, he'll go boop, 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 and then you've got to try and get him but you can never draw. If you draw before the bell goes, it counts as a loss. So you've got to only draw when you hear that bell. I was oh no, I'm slightly to the left. I'm slightly left, that was my bad. Yeah, it's not easy, even though I've played it like for hours. It's like 2 hours to complete, probably about another 45 minutes to an hour to unlock 15 of the 16 trophies that are available.
You won that round.
I still find it difficult on the later levels, just because the game's been made to be that hard. So you probably will start to tear your hair out. You probably get, you know, a bit frustrated. Okay, where's he going? Ah, see the flicker. That's where the flicker gets me. Like this. Ah, it's the only thing that gets annoying. Other than that, it is actually very good, I have to say. But yeah, I unlocked all 15 to 16 trophies. I'll show you when after this round's over. Oh, 1.8, that's pretty good. Well, I'm impressing myself. This is hard when you're talking, because your concentration's not fully on what's going on. Where's he going? Gotcha. That was slow.
Bang.
I think that was slow. Yeah.
Just like that.
Okay, the last round. So this is where it'll be totally pitch black, and I have to listen.
Close your eyes.
Just listen and guess exactly where it is based on the sound. So this is great if you've got headphones on. So I'm gonna have to listen to you carefully. That was a good guess. That was a good guess. Woo. That bit at the end there, where it does the whole whiteout, that kind of freaked me out the first few times I played it until I realised that was me winning, because I thought it was them hitting me and killing us. That's what I thought the whole whiteout screen was me losing. But that actually means that I won, that I actually won on the last round. So that's a little bit strange. And I've got to the robot boss, so I can show you the robot boss now. Yeah, this is I quite like this one. This is the type of thing I'd like to see more of, and this is what reminds me a lot of Point Blank. You know, I'd like to see more stuff like this.
Shadow of a monster.
Here we go.
Simple.
Here we go.
Thing
Here we go.
was,
Here we go.
You had a monster on your side too.
Here we go. Where's the numbers? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed it! I missed it!
How did that feel?
That felt crap because I did a terrible job. Here we go. Let's see if I can do a bit better. What we're on? Oh, it's just 1, 2, 3 in a row. Gotcha. Did it that time. 1.140 is my record. And then you get to, I think you get to like up to 6 numbers. It just gets harder and harder. Where we're at now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sure I hit that. Balls.
I was wondering how you got
Balls. That's my bad aim. That's my bad aim. I do apologize. Come on, what have we got now? 1, 2, 3.
Do you,
Well, I feel under
give
pressure.
lessons?
I'm under pressure because this is live. I'm under pressure to do a good job and talk about the game at the same time. It's not easy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad.
Good work.
Ooh, getting harder now. Getting harder. I'll quit after this boss. I didn't think I'd actually make it to the boss. Where we're at, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed above it! Flaming head! Son of a bitch! This is half turning into a let's play here. Okay, we're at 1, 2, 3. God, I was sure I hit that. I was sure I hit that one.
I'll be damned.
My aim's slightly off the night. My aim is slightly off. I do apologize. Okay, here we go. Come on. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Yes. I wasn't sure there. I took a long time to decide.
As cold as a gun.
That was very slow.
Could anything stop it?
Alright, I'll quit out now. And I'll explain the last bit, because there's not much else to say about the game. And I don't want to spoil too much of the ending parts of it. Right, so, the whole thing with the trophies. When it loads up, it won't be 2 seconds. There we go, right. So, you can look at the statues, and it tells you what you need to do in order to get a bronze, a silver, or a gold. Hey, Naughty Corpse, yeah. It's pretty good. I just think it's a little bit high on price at the moment, but there is DLC coming apparently, and you know they're planning on supporting it. They're only a 2-man team, so this comes into the whole expectations. You know, the Inpatient had big expectations because it was a big company, millions of dollars behind it, and it disappointed. This has only got 2 guys. Yes, they're asking a little bit much for what you get right now, but you know the developers have actually been very vocal. They've been very nice guys. You know, and I've got to give them the due. You know, they are trying. Oh, you got out of ammo instead? Yeah, I haven't got that. I asked for a review code of it, but they never got back to me. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get it just yet. I might wait for a sale on that one. So yeah, so you go through and you get all the trophies. Now, they link to this door. So if you get 16 out of 16 trophies, after you've completed the game, you've got to complete the game, then if you get 16 out of 16 trophies, you get to go through that door. Now I have no idea what's beyond that door. It's supposed to be an extra special challenge or something, but I have no idea. Now I did try, I played all week and I tried to get through. But the problem is, if I go back and show you which statue I didn't get, beat the game from the beginning without dying. Now, this may excite a lot of people that, you know, just sort of love and relish this type of challenge. But for me, knowing how hard this game is, knowing how much I tore my hair out trying to get to the end and defeat the end boss, I do not have the patience, skill level, or you know, time to devote to trying to do this. So I'm afraid I don't know if I'll ever get through that door, because that is a tall order. That is a very tall order. It's not that I don't appreciate they've made a difficult trophy to get, it's just, for someone like myself, I don't see me spending enough time to try and unlock that, because that's hard. Without dying at all, that is really freaking hard, man. I mean, you saw before, I was easily dying from stupid little mistakes. I would hate to think that I could get all the way to the very last level and cock up one little mistake, and then that's it. I'll lose the ability to get through the door. So I'm going to save myself that level of stress and frustration. and I'm not going to do it. That's the only reason why I don't have that last trophy, and it bugs me to see 15 of 16, but I just know I'm not going to get it. I'll have to see if somebody else in the world manages to do it and puts it on YouTube just to find out what's behind that door, because I'm not going to manage it. So yeah, that's pretty much Cold Iron in a nutshell. It's a nice change from just standard wave shooters. There's a little bit of a, there's a strong challenge in there. Slightly priced, in my opinion, a little bit too high for an initial release. But that doesn't mean that it's not a good game. It just means that you might feel as though the content was slightly lacking for what you got, but it's still good content, and that's the difference between something like this and something like The Impatient, which I reviewed, where that was a 2-hour game for a now more expensive price, and the content was dull. It wasn't very good. So there's a big difference between dull content and good content, and this is actually good content. It's just there's not a huge amount of it, but it's good as a pass the headset party game. As I said, I played it with my dad, sister, etc., and we had a right good laugh. Who can get the fastest draw, who's the best, it was one of those sort of trying to one up on each other things. So yeah, that's pretty much Cold Iron. Neat little thing you can do whilst you're in here just to kill times. You can shoot all the lights out, and you can shoot the piano if you want some music. Cue music. Yeah, let's turn that back off. And yep, that's pretty much it, guys. That's Cold Iron. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, hit a like, subscribe. Yeah, enjoyed it, guys. I hope it was worth waiting for the review. I'll catch you later, alright? That was Preacher Players Cold Iron. Right, catch you later.